Continue with our Algebra 2 Unit 3 test review. We're on problems number 7 and 8, where we are graphing systems of linear inequalities. We catch a break since they're written similar to our slope-intercept form in the y equals mx plus b form. To start with, let's look at the top equation. Our b, our y-intercept is at -7. So we're going to plot our first point at -7 on the y-axis. Then we're going to use our slope, m, in this case that's the 3/2, so we're going to go up 3 and over 2 to plot some other points. In this case, we're going to look at the inequality. If you remember from when we just did the linear inequalities, if it does not have an equal to with it, it is going to be a dashed or dotted line. Now, at this point, as far as the shading on the top line goes, it's a less than, so we want to be below the line. You have your options. You can either use the arrow method or you can shade lightly. Remember, you have to draw the other line on here, so you need to shade lightly if you're going to do that. I'm going to use the arrow method. I know I want to be below this line, so what I'm going to do is at the end of each end, I'm going to indicate with an arrow which way I should be shading. All right, second equation, the bottom line. We got a +8 for the b, so that means we're going to start the y-axis at 8. The m here is -3/8, so that means we're going to go down 3 and over 8. Once again, the inequality does not have an equal to with it, so it's going to be a dashed line. So we're going to have a dashed line or dotted line going through our 2 points to make our line. Once again, just like the top equation, the bottom equation is a less than, so we're going to be shading below the line. I'm going to do the 2 arrows. So I'm below here and below here. At this point, I'm looking for the part that works for both equations. So I'm going to look out of the 4 intersecting areas. I'm going to look for the one that has the 2 arrows. So there's one there and one there. So the bottom right section is the collection of points that are going to work for both inequalities. So this is going to be the overlapped area. If you're shading, this should be the double shaded area. So we want to make that one darker. Number 8 is going to work in similar fashion. So on the top equation, we got the +4 for the b, so we start with 4 on the y-axis. Slope is 1/2, so we're going up 1 and over to the right 2. Put in lots of points because we've all seen me draw lines. This inequality has an equal with it, so we're including the line as part of the solution, so this is going to be a solid line. This is a less than, so we're going to be below the line, so either shade lightly below this line, or I'm going to do the arrows at the end, so I know I'm shading below that line. For the bottom equation, second equation, we're starting at -1 on the y-axis. Slope in this case is -3/4, so we're going down 3 and over 4. We're doing the reverse, up 3 and over 4. This one also is an equal to, so it's a solid line because we're including the line as part of our solution. Once again, a less than, so we're going to be below this line. So out of the four sections created by our crossing lines, bottom left one is the one that has the two arrows. If you were shading lightly, this should be your double shaded area. So all the points in this bottom left section will be the ones that work for both equations. Hope this helped. Good luck on your test.